You know, if you're lucky enough like I am to have a wife that does your laundry and all that stuff, man, Miss Dee Dee is like, man, she can get stains out of anything. It amazes me how she can get stains out of out of clothes, like clothes that I would just throw away, you know. But the reason why I got this shirt on is because this shirt is really beyond her abilities. But anyway, she asked me, she said one day, she said, how come you always have stains right here? Why do you always have stains right here? And I said, because you have a very smart husband. Of course, she gave me that look and she said, but I don't understand. I said, because I spend a lot of time thinking while I'm working on something. So if you see a guy with stains right here, it's not that he's lazy, he has his hands on his hips. It's because he works with his hands and he's constantly thinking, figuring it out. What's the best course of action? It's my little tech tip for you. Go watch the mechanics. See the mechanics that got the stains right here. You know what really sucks is when, you know, you're sweeping up the floor, you're cleaning everything up, and then you notice in the pile there's a little tiny BB, a little tiny, like you're looking at it going, wait a minute, that looks familiar. Well, I'm rebuilding, normally I rebuild S&S carburetors. I took this carburetor off to go through it and make sure everything is okay. Well, the S&S has two little BBs. I've cleaned the floor up since I've done that S&S carburetor. And now I'm thinking, damn it, man, that fell out of this carburetor. So I was fixing to fire this bike up, but now I gotta take the carburetor off and go through it again to see if that, and for whatever reason, I can't remember exactly, it's not really not called a BB, but anyway, I need to see if that's in there or not. Now, if you're wondering why that, extension is in the throat of that carburetor, it keeps it open. It keeps the throttle open, so it's easier to change and adjust when I'm taking the throttle linkages off and stuff like that. It doesn't hurt the carburetor at all, and I do that, save on the old fingers and stuff like that. So anyway, let me take this dang thing off and see if that's what it is. See, even the greatest mechanics in the world make mistakes. So I don't feel bad because I suck, so yeah. All right, let me get back to this. Dang it. See that? 1, 2, 3. There should be 2 of them. There's 3 of them. So I actually think this one might be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna have to I have to mic them and see exactly. They look good, so I'm almost sure that it came out of this carburetor here. So I need to take it apart and find out. I ain't so stupid. You know what? F it, man. See, this is the rant that I was talking about on my last video about you're trying to figure out what they've done and all that stuff. One of the things, this is why I like completely going through the motor. And not going through the motor, but going through the mic, making sure everything is right. All right. These heads, you got two types of Shovelhead manifolds. You've got them for the rubber band. You got for the O-ring and the rubber band O-ring. This manifold is set up for the O-rings. This had rubber bands on it. This will never seal. It may get you home. You're going to burn out a piston if you're not careful. It's just never going to seal. It's not right. This is the manifold. So this should have been. I'm trying to do this with one hand. I don't know if you can see it. See this right here, right there. This should have been O-rings, and they're not. They used the rubber band style and these crappy. You know, it's not going to seal right. It's not going to seal right. It's not going to run right. Like I said, you'll eventually burn up a piston. These right here, these are designed for. Hang on. Holy mackerel. God, that hurt. Okay, these are designed for. Oh, here we go. This type, come on, focus, dang it. This type of manifold, they're designed for that. The other ones have a groove. These go to this rubber band, and the O-rings go for the other style manifold. So I mean, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta go through everything, make sure everything is right or proper. I'm done with that stupid crap Harley-Davidson. I'm done with that stupid crap Harley-Davidson carburetor, that Screaming Eagle carburetor. I'm going to put a brand new SNS Super E carburetor on here. That's the carburetors I know. And I'm going to get the FNA seal kit, which, man, there's like 5 times the amount of money. It's supposed to be super good. I've never used one. Go put them on here. This is going to be done right. All right. Like I said, this motorcycle is going to be in our giveaway motorcycle, and there's no way that I'm going to allow, you know, somebody to have a piece of crap motorcycle. Anyway, I'm ranting because it's like, man, why do people do this? And I understand it's just because, you know, you don't know. You get a get the Easy Rider magazine, and dude, I can do this. Well, not everybody can, but give it a try. I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say, because I get upset and I get all out of breath and all that. This has a ridge right here. This manifold, it doesn't. All right, this goes on this like that. That's what that one's for. This one, and I don't have none of the O-rings. This one has an O-ring that goes here, and it's just the same as this. It has an O-ring there. On the cylinder heads that take this type of manifold, the cylinder heads look just like this also. All right, so this goes on there. This one has an O-ring that seals it like that, and then the O-ring goes, I don't know if you can see it, but the O-ring goes in there. Hope I'm explaining this right. But this one had this, and it doesn't seal properly. So FNA has a kit that seals both of them, and it's supposed to be super good, super tight, and they are. You know, I mean, an O-ring is, you know, next to nothing. The kit is maybe $10, but the FNA kit's like $50, but it's supposed to work better. So this manifold, and which belongs on here, and a brand new SNS is going on here with the FNA seal kit. Hope all that makes sense. And when I get the FNA kit and all that stuff, and I put it on, I'll do a quick little video. I don't do tutorials because I'm not very good at explaining myself. I know how it's supposed to go. I just suck at explaining things. So anyway, just aggravating, but a good kind of aggravating. And you know, another thing with Harley-Davidson, man, it just seems like they're the worst. These O-ring style intake manifold gaskets or manifold rubbers and manifold seals, they basically stopped making them motorcycles in '78. Well, this is an '80, so they're still doing it in '79 and still doing it in '80. And so sometimes you go to look up a part and you're like, well, wait a minute, it doesn't show, you know, it shows it only made it through '77. I mean through '78, late '77, early '78. But they still made them. A lot of times, man, with Harley-Davidson, that a new when something new came out, they still put it on the motorcycle. They still put the old part on the motorcycle until they basically ran out of them. And when I say Harley, that was during the AMF, was really bad about that. So actually, these type of like I said, these type of O-rings, they basically, I think when you order them, it's like from 1955 to 1978. If now there are some expert Harley guys out there will say, well, no, this, that, and all that, but that's basically how I understand it, and that they quit making them. They quit making the heads like this, the intakes like this, in 1978. So anyway, make sure that you know what you got. Make sure that you get the right pieces, because it's never going to seal up right if you do it the other way. It may work for a little bit, may get them bands good and tight, but it's not going to last. And on top of that, this motorcycle, apparently whoever put this carburetor on here didn't have any didn't have no support to the carburetor, so it's just going to sit there and rattle, and eventually it'll start leaking. So we're going to fix out all that up. I said I was going to the FNA. Had a little bit of problem with the company that I was ordering it from, so I'm probably going to go back with just the O-rings and then S&S clamps or S&S style clamps, and I'm going to put a brand spanking new carburetor on here, and that's it. The spike behind me, I got to put some brakes on. Just got the brakes in, so with the rear brakes. And that's another thing on these rear brakes. Anyway, whole nother story. All right, I'll talk to you later.
¿Me quieres? No me quieres. Ya, claro que te alejes. ¿Me quieres? No me quieres. Ya, claro que me dejes. Todo estaba tan bonito hasta que empezó a fallar. Hubiera sido infinito, pero este amor no vale más. Ya te digo la verdad, yo no vuelvo para atrás. Quiero ya mi libertad. Tú no vales más, no me llames más. Saco mis cadenas, basta de peleas. Aire no me queda, no me tiene penas. Saco mis cadenas. Tú llevaste todo, me quedé sin tono. Lo dejaste roto, me caí al fondo. No me quedo sola, tengo a Dios mis horas. No te necesito más. Todo estaba tan bonito hasta que empezó a fallar. Hubiera sido infinito, pero este amor no vale más. Ya te digo la verdad, yo no vuelvo para atrás. Quiero ya mi libertad. Tú no vales más, no me llames más. Saco mis cadenas, basta de peleas. Aire no me queda, no me tiene penas. Saco mis cadenas.
them revenuers after my still.